made a mistake on Friday when I announced the next Super Series Negro League champion against the White Major Leagues champion. It's not 1931 Homestead Grays against the 31 Philadelphia A's. The Philadelphia A's had a 704 winning percentage, but they did not win their World Series against the 31 Cardinals. This next series that I'm going to play on the channel is the 1938 Homestead Grays at the 1938 New York Yankees. The Homestead Grays won their league 41 and 13 was their record. The Yankees were 99 and 53. There were 6 Hall of Famers on the 1938 New York Yankees. That would be Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, Bill Dickey, Joe Gordon, Red Ruffing, and Gomez. Lefty Gomez, the pitcher. Manager Joe McCarthy is also in the Hall of Fame. And on the Homestead Grays, there were 3 in Josh Gibson, Buck Leonard, and the pitcher Ray Brown. The Homestead Grays played their home games in the Hill District of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was an area called Homestead. Gus Greenlee Field was the field they used up through 1938. After that, they split home games between Forbes Field, and they also played games in Washington, D.C. at Griffith Stadium. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian bringing you to the next series of the Super Series between the best Negro League team of a given year and the white Major League champion. The year we're going to look at is 1938. The Homestead Grays at the New York Yankees. This game is being played at Greenlee Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Homestead Grays will be the home team, best of 7 series, using basic Apba. Going to use the merino boards. I don't have the stealing ratings for the teams, so I give my catchers a chance to throw the runners out. That's the chart I have in the book. And runners on third will score on fly balls that are medium and deep off the merino boards. Like my set of merino boards, they're just small and easy to handle. And we've had the introductions. Let's play ball. The Crow, Frankie Crosetti, steps into the box against the Homestead Grays top pitcher Ray Brown. Brown is a grade A pitcher, Z modifier. Ray Brown was undefeated in league games in 1948. He was 14 and 1.88 earned run average. Here's the pitch to Crosetti. 44 is a 8 against an A pitcher. That ball is skied to center field. Center fielder Jerry Benjamin is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Here is Red Wolf, third baseman. 61 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Jelly Jackson. He scoops it up, throws across the diamond to Buck Leonard, and that's 2 outs. And now Joe DiMaggio. Joe D hit .324 with 32 homers in 1938. 41 is a ground ball to Jelly Jackson. So it's 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Grays coming to bat. All right, Red Ruffing completes his warm-up tosses. He was 21 and 7 1938, 3.31 ERA. He's a grade BZ pitcher. Jerry Benjamin steps into the box for Homestead Grays. 23 is a bouncing ball hit to the second baseman, Joe Gordon, by the left-handed Benjamin. Gordon makes the play, 1 down. Here's player manager Vic Harris. Player managers were pretty common in those days. The Yankees are managed by Joe McCarthy, who is not playing, but Vic Harris is the player manager. 2-2 is a base hit for Harris. Homestead Grays start with 1 out and a man on. Fast runner at first base. Here is the star of the team, Josh Gibson. In SeeHimHeads.com, Josh Gibson is credited for a .370 batting average with 13 homers and 199 league at-bats. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 56 is a 34. Popped up on the infield. The shortstop, Frank Crosetti, calls for it and makes the catch. And a sigh of relief from Red Ruffing. 2 outs. Here is Buck Leonard. Doesn't get easier here. 420 hitter in 1938. 6-2 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Ruffing has the Z modifier. And that's a walk the hard way, Apba. 4 balls and no strikes. First and second for Homestead with 2 down. And the third baseman, Henry Spearman. Ruffing rocks and kicks, throws. 44 is going to be a base hit to left field. That's going to score Vic Harris from second base. And the runner on first goes to third. Spearman puts the Grays up first. 1-0 Homestead. Here's the second baseman, Lick Carlisle. 1-2 is a 25. A slow roller to the shortstop, Crosetti. He charges, picks it up, and throws. Carlisle is retired, 6-3. But the Homestead Grays take a 1-0 lead on the base hit by Henry Spearman. Let's go to the top of the second, 1-0 Homestead. All right, Lou Gehrig steps into the box for New York. And Gehrig hit .295 with 29 homers in 1938. There's the pitch to Gehrig. 32 is a ball hit to Lick Carlisle. Throws to first, and Gehrig is retired. 1 away. Catcher to Bill Dickey. He rolls a 3-2, and that's the same thing. Ground ball to second base. 2 down. Tommy Heinrich. Often called Old Reliable. 45 is a base on balls. That's the first Yankee base runner. Heinrich takes first, average speed at first. And now Flash Gordon. Joe Gordon, who we saw playing in the last series with the 48 Indians. Here's a pitch to Joe Gordon, 42. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gordon strikes out. He's in his rookie year. At the bottom of the second inning, Homestead Grays 1, the Yankees nothing. Big Jim Williams will lead off for the Homestead Grays in the bottom of the second. He was a rookie in the Negro Leagues in 1936, played with the Black Yankees and the Newark Eagles, and then was picked up in 1938 by the Homestead Grays to bat behind Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson, and he filled that role wonderfully, hitting .331 in 1938. Here's the pitch to Big Jim Williams. 1-5 is a base hit for Williams. Third hit for the Grays already. He's average speed. Here is the shortstop, Jelly Jackson. Jelly Jackson is going to try to lay one down. Here's the score around the bunt, 32. That's going to be a successful sacrifice. Picked up by the third baseman, Red Wolf. He throws to first. Williams goes to second. That brings up the pitcher, Ray Brown. Ray Brown's a very good hitting pitcher. When he's not pitching, he often plays in the outfield. That's more of the reason why they also signed Williams to have Ray Brown concentrate more on pitching rather than outfield. But he hit 286 in 1938, and he also clubbed 5 homers in 91 at bats. So 1 down, man in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Ray Brown. 25 is an 8. A slow roller to Joe Gordon at second base. Gordon throws out Brown, and Big Jim goes to third. 2 outs. Top of the order, and Jerry Benjamin. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Jerry Benjamin. They'll get another run home. 53 is a triple. 3-bagger for the leadoff hitter, a very fast Jerry Benjamin. RBI. And Homestead Grays take a 2-0 lead. Vic Harris. 26 is the ground ball back to the pitcher. Red Ruffing has it, throws the first. 3 outs. Homestead Grays increase their lead. It's 2-0 going into the third. Twinkle Toes Selkirk will lead off the top of the third inning for the Yankees. He was a 1937 teammate with Joe Gordon on the 1937 Newark Bears, one of the great minor league teams of all times. Here's the pitch to Selkirk. 1-3 is a base on balls. Second walk surrendered by Ray Brown. Fast runner at first. Here's the pitcher, Red Ruffing. Ruffing can swing the bat. 4 pitcher, 224 with 3 homers, 107 bats in 38. Here's the pitcher to Red Ruffing. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Ray Brown has his Z modifier. (5-3) is a 21. That will hit hard to first base. It rolls through the legs of Buck Leonard for an error. Selkirk goes to third, and Ruffing will go to second. Yankees have second and third, nobody out. That brings up Frank Corsetti. Corsetti played on 6 championship teams. Had no problem getting on base, including hit by pitch, which I think he led the league several times in hit by pitch category. The Homestead Grays are going to play the infield normal depth. Here's the pitch to the Crow. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Brings up Red Rolf. 311 hitter in 38. Still playing the infield back. That 7 against an 8 is a fly ball. Sorry for hitting the camera. It's a fly ball to left field, and we'll see how deep it is. Medium depth or deep will score the runner at third. There'll be a roll of 3 through 6, and it is not deep enough. Caught in left field by Vic Harris, and the runner holds at third. 2 outs here is Joe DiMaggio, followed by Lou Gehrig. Ray Brown is tiptoeing through the tulips here. DiMaggio, 324 hitter. 6-6 rolls a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, a 3-run home run by Joe DiMaggio. And the New York Yankees take a 3-2 lead over the Grays. All 3 runs are unearned because there should be 3 outs in the inning. Selkirk touches home, Ruffing comes home, and now DiMaggio. Here is Lou Gehrig. (3-3) for Gehrig. That's a 5. That's a double. Gehrig settles in at second. Here's Bill Dickey. Yankee catcher was a .313 hitter in 38. There's a drive by Bill Dickey. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. 5 unearned runs in the inning. Yankees 5, Homestead Grays 3. Well, if you're a fan in the stands who had to go to the bathroom and you came back a couple minutes later, you thought the score was 2-0. It's 65 is a roll. It's a 35 as a pop up to the catcher, caught behind home plate by Gibson. But on 2 big home runs by Gehrig and Dickey, the Yankees take a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Josh Gibson will lead off for the Homestead Grays. Bases are clear. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 46 is a ground ball to 3rd base. Red Wolf is up with it, throws across the diamond. 1 down. Here is Buck Leonard. .420 hitter in 38. 21 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. And now Henry Spearman. .36 is a pop-up. Joe Gordon retreats a few steps and makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Homestead Grays. We go to the top of the 4th. Yankees 5 and the Grays 2. Red Brown will be facing the bottom of the Yankee order. Joe Gordon, Twinkletoes, Selkirk, and Red Ruffing. Here's the pitch to Gordon. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Jerry Benjamin pats the glove and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's George Selkirk, a Canadian ball player. 42 is a base on balls. Had he not walked Selkirk in the 3rd inning, they probably wouldn't have had all those loud hits, because he did get the next 2 guys out after the error. That walk led to a lot of trouble. Here's Red Ruffing. 63 is a swing and a miss. The pitcher strikes out. That's 2 down. And now Frankie Corsetti. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That's the play result of 39, a strike 1. 55, 8 against the A is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Ray Brown. Throws to first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees 5 and Homestead Grays 2. From 1936 through 1939, Red Ruffing won 20 or more games in those 4 years and led the way for the Yankee pitching staff. Lick Carlisle leads off the bottom of the 4th for Homestead. 4-4 is a fly ball to center field. A graceful Joe DiMaggio ranges over and makes the catch. Here's Big Jim Williams. That's a base hit for Williams. He is 2 for 2, and he also scored last time he got a hit. Jelly Jackson sacrificed Jim Williams the second in the 2nd inning, but now they're down by 3 runs. He's going to take his swings. Here's the pitch to Jelly Jackson. 45, 2 balls, no strikes. Ground ball to 3rd base, and it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play that'll end the inning. The reason I like the Merino boards too is because they give you a little more detail on defense. Both teams are fielding column 1, so it'd be a double play anyway. But you can specifically see on 27 play result, double play, fielding column 1, Red Wolf has a 5 rating, So he's column 1. If I had a 4 third baseman, that would be a fielder's choice. Or if I had a poor third baseman over there, it'd be a ground out to third and runner goes to second. So that's another reason why I like the Merino boards. It's just easier for me to play defense a little more specifically. Let's go to the 5th inning, 5-2 Yankees. Ray Brown returns to the mound for the Grays. He has allowed 5 runs, but they are all unearned. Red Rolf leads off for New York. 1-3 is a base on balls, and that has been a big problem for Ray Brown. He's walked the leadoff hitter twice, and that is his 3rd walk. Surrendered. And now the middle of the order with DiMaggio and Gehrig and those guys coming up. Here's the pitch to Joe DiMaggio. 1-3 is another ball. 2 balls and no strikes. DiMaggio stands up there with a wide stance. Does not stride as he swings. 42 is a 9 against an A with a runner on first. That's a base hit. And runner goes to second. First and second, New York. Yankees are looking like they might crack open another big inning here. Here's Luke Gehrig. 1-2 is a 25. That's a grounder to Jelly Jackson. Throws to Carlisle at second, over to Leonard at first. 6-4-3 double play. And that helps restore some order for the pitcher, Ray Brown. Yankees now have a runner at third, but with 2 outs. Bill Dickey, who went deep his last time up. There are no easy marks. He's followed by Heinrich. Dickey, a 313 hitter. Heinrich was 270, but he had 22 homers. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey. He'll work carefully. 25 is an 8 against an A. Ground ball to the hole. Ground ball to the hole, snagged by Jelly Jackson. Throw to first. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning, the New York Yankees 5, the Homestead Grays 2. Ray Brown set to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for Homestead. 3 runs down. 51 is a fly ball to center field. Joe DiMaggio is tracking and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the leadoff hitter, Jerry Benjamin. Very fast center fielder for the Homestead Grays. 1-6. 28 is a roller to shortstop. Play made by Frank Crossetti, 2 outs. Here's the player manager, Vic Harris. There's a hit column roll for Vic Harris with 2 outs. 46. It's going to be a double. Manager puts himself in scoring position. And here is Josh Gibson. It's not safe to walk him to pitch to Leonard, because Leonard hit over 400. Gibson 370. Here's the pitch to Gibson. 51 is an 8 against a B with runners on first and second. Let's see what that pop up on the infield. Joe Gordon calls for it and makes the catch. We go to the top of the 6th. Yankees 5, Grays 2. Old reliable Tommy Heinrich leads off the 6th for the Yankees. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher, Josh Gibson, throws away the mask, runs back to the screen, and makes the catch. Flash Gordon. He was a college-educated player and went to the University of Oregon. 54 is a 32. It's a fly ball to right field. 2 outs. I think Ray Brown went to college also, the pitcher for the Homestead Grays. George Selkirk steps into the box. 43 is a ground ball to third base. Henry Spearman makes the play. First time he's made a play defensively in this game. Throws to first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2, New York. All right, Buck Leonard, known as the Black Lou Gehrig, will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Homestead Grays. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and Buck Leonard doing Lou Gehrig's kinds of things. Basically said he went to go see Lou Gehrig play about a half a dozen times during his career. He said Gehrig was a little bit bigger than he was. But here he goes deep, and the score is now 5-3. Here's Henry Spearman, the third baseman. 3-4 is a fly ball deep to center field. DiMaggio tracking and makes the catch near the warning track. 1 down. Second baseman, Lick Carlisle. That's a column roll for Carlisle. And 61 is a 4. That will be a triple for Carlisle. He'll be at third with 1 down. That also gets the Grays a chance to bring the potential tying run to the plate in Big Jim Williams. Yankees will play the infield back. They're up by 2 runs. They could walk Williams to set up double play, but both the hitters after them are capable. Jackson and Brown. Going to pitch to Jim Williams. 32 is a 26. That's a ground ball hit to second base. Joe Gordon fields and goes to first. Meanwhile, Carlisle scores, so it's an RBI ground out for Jim Williams. And now it's 5-4. Two outs, Jolly Jackson. Jackson rolls double sixes, and that's going to be a double. Down the line and into the corner. Jackson stops at second. 2 outs. Tying runs at second. Here's the pitcher, Ray Brown. As most Negro League teams are, they don't have a deep bullpen. In fact, I think there are only 5 pitchers in this set. Let's see. No, there's 6. Six pitchers, but both the relievers are deep pitchers. So Brown's going to hit for himself. He's a good hitting pitcher, though. 2-3 is not going to get it done here. It's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, but the Homestead Grays score twice and get closer. We go to the top of the 7th. New York 5, Homestead 4. This will be the point of weakness inning for the Homestead Grays. Red Ruffin comes to bat for New York. He'll stay in the game. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Ray Brown walks the pitcher. And normally he has good control, but that's now 4 walks given up by Ray Brown. Ruffin gets the jacket at first base. Frank Rossetti steps into the box for New York. The Crow is going to lay one down. 42 is 2 balls and no strikes. 1-2 is popped up. The bunt is caught by the catcher, Josh Gibson. Quick throw to first. It is a double play. So the sacrifice play blows up in the Yankees' face. 2 outs. Base is clear. Red Rolf. Rolf gets an extra base hit. It's a double. Red Rolf is 1 for 3. He's at second with 2 outs. And now the middle of the lineup, Joe DiMaggio comes to bat. Lou Gehrig on deck. 1-3 is based on balls. Fifth walk surrender by Ray Brown. And two bad things. Let's see, that's the third bad thing. So now Brown goes to a grade B pitcher. Still has his Z modifier. Lou Gehrig steps up to the plate for the Yankees. Swings from the left side. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig, 31. Is a 9 against a B. That's an infield hit by Gehrig, loading the bases. Here's Bill Dickey. Dickey has homered back in the third inning, 2-run homer. He's 1 for 3. Ray Brown goes into the stretch. Here is the pitch. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to Jolly Jackson should get Brown out of the inning. Makes the play at second. So it turns out the Yankees don't score in the 7th inning. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. New York 5, Homestead Grays 4. Top of the Homestead order, and Jerry Benjamin steps in for the Bucks. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. 21 is a fly ball to left field. George Twinkle Toast Selkirk dances over to that ball and picks it out of the sky. 1 down. Victor Harris. 2-3 is a ground ball to Joe Gordon at second. 2 outs. Gordon goes to the knee, makes sure it didn't go through, and throws to first. Here's Josh Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 3. I call that way overdue, and there's a drive by Gibson. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. Game tying home run by Josh Gibson, 5-5 in the 7th inning. He is said to hit a ball in Yankee Stadium so hard that he hit it to the top, 3 rows down from the top of the stadium, and it cracked the chair that he hit it to. 3 rows down from the top of the Yankee Stadium, destroyed the chair. Here is Buck Leonard. 1-4 is a fly ball to the left, and that's caught by George Selkirk. But the Homestead Grays tie it up on the home run by Josh Gibson. We're at the top of the 8th. Yankees 5 and the Grays 5. Ray Brown returns to the mound to pitch the 8th inning. He's got Tommy Heinrich, Joe Gordon, and George Selkirk. Brown has held Murray's roll down to no runs in 6 of the 7 innings he's pitched. 5 that they got in the third were unearned. So he, with a little luck, he could be pitching a shutout here. Here's a pitch to Tommy Heinrich. 1-4 is a fly ball to left. Vic Harris is under it and makes the catch. 1 down. Joe Gordon. 4-4 is a 8 against a B. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Jerry Benjamin converges with Harris. Benjamin takes it. 2 outs. Here's George Selkirk. 1-1 roll for Selkirk. That could be extra bases. He's got some power. 63 is a double for George Selkirk. Go ahead runs at second. 2 outs. Timeout. Merle Hogue is going to pitch hit for Red Ruffing in the 8th inning. So that's it for Ruffing. Goes 7 innings. 5 earned runs yielded. Bump Hadley is warming up in the bullpen for New York. Here's the pitch to Merle Hogue. 55 is an 8. Ground ball to the hole. Lick Carlisle snags it, stops himself, and throws the first. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-5 tie. Bob Hanley comes on the pitch for the Yankees. He's a grade C pitcher with no modifiers. He was 9-8 with a 360 earned run average in 1938. Henry Spearman leads off for the Grays. 43 is a ground ball back to Hadley. He's got it, throws to first, one away. All right, Matt Carlisle, most of his professional baseball in the Negro Leagues was played in the South. He played with the Birmingham Black Barons, the Montgomery Gray Sox, and the Memphis Red Sox before he came to the Homestead Grays. Here's the pitch to Lick Carlisle, the second baseman. Fly ball to center field. DiMaggio makes the catch, 2 outs. Here's Jim Williams. 4-4 is a hit column roll for Williams. He's got some power. 34 is a single, though. Single off the second column is always disappointing. But it's not an out. He's on first. Here's the shortstop, Jelly Jackson. Ground ball to shortstop, tough play. Crossetti's rated a 9. He's got it. Throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom. We actually go to the top of the 9th. 5-5 tie. All right, the Braves would like to get through the 9th inning with Ray Brown on the mound. He's scheduled to hit first in the bottom of the 9th inning. Might let him bat either way because he's a pretty good hitter. Here he is, Frankie Cossetti. 45 is the base on balls. That's the 3rd time that Ray Brown has walked the leadoff hitter. Red Wolf, 300 hitter, not going to be bunting here. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Here's Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio is 2 for 3, homered and singled. 25 is an 8 against a B pitcher with a runner on first. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, Henry Spearman. He's a column 2 player. That's going to be a force out, 5-4, but not a double play. DiMaggio's at first on the fielder's choice. If Spearman was rated a 5 third baseman, that would have been column 1 and it did a double play. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 22 for Gehrig. That's going to be a long drive to the right field gap. It's not going to get out of here, but it will split the outfielders. DiMaggio is rounding third. He will score from first on the RBI double by Lou Gehrig, 6-5, New York. That is the first earned run off of Ray Brown. With 2 outs, here is Bill Dickey. Gehrig takes his lead off second. 1-1 roll for Dickey is a drive. It might be. It could be. It's out of here. 8-5 New York in the 9th. Bill Dickey has homered for the 2nd time in this game, scores Gehrig. Now Gehrig crosses the plate. Now Dickey crosses the plate. Three runs home in the inning, timeout. All right, Manager Vic Harris is going to go to his bullpen and bring in Louis Dula, a grade D pitcher and no modifiers, to pitch to Tommy Heinrich. He'll be grade D pitching to Heinrich because you don't get the same sidedness here. Could bring in Wellmaker. But we're going to stay with Dula because Dula is a 364 hitter and limited bats. One is bat in the lineup. Here's the pitch to Heinrich. 23 is a ground ball back to Dula. He makes the play. We go to the 9th. Yankees up by 3. Bob Hadley returns to the mound for New York. He could stand to be the winning pitcher in this game. Louis Dula leads off for the Homestead Grays, and it'll be the top of the order. And Dula hits a double to lead off the inning. And looks like we brought in the right pitcher because of his bat. Here's Benjamin. Leadoff hitter Benjamin is 1 for 3 with a triple and 1 for 4 with a triple on RBI. Playing run still on deck. Here's a pitch from Bob Hadley. 51 is an 8 against a C. That's a drive to right field over the head of Joe Gordon, and that's going to score Dula from second base. RBI single by Benjamin. He's at first. 8-6. Potential tie and run comes to the plate, and Josh Gibson will be batting in the inning. Here's the player manager, Vic Harris. 3-6 is a base on balls. First and second Homestead. And here he is. Josh Gibson, 1 for 4 with a homer. While Hadley goes into the stretch, here is the pitch to Josh Gibson, 63, is a fly ball to center field. It'll stay in the ballpark. DiMaggio tracks it down, makes the catch, 1 down. It's not going to get easier here. Buck Leonard, 1 for 3 with a homer, 420 hitter in 1938 in league play. 23 is a 41. Leonard hits it right on the nose on the line to Joe Gordon, who makes the catch, throws to second, doubling off Benjamin at second. That's going to be the ball game. Final score, New York Yankees 8 and the Homestead Grays 6. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Well, if Game 1 is any indication of how this series is going to go, I'm really looking forward to it. Lots of action. Closely fought games. The Yankees scored 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Homestead Gray scored 6 runs. They had a 13-hit attack, and they committed 1 error. Losing pitcher was Ray Brown, 8 2/3, 3 earned runs. Winning pitcher was Bob Hadley. He went 2 innings and gave up 1 earned run. There were multiple home runs in the game. Joe DiMaggio had 1. Bill Dickey had 2. Josh Gibson had 1. And Buck Leonard had 1. Gary didn't get a home run, but he got 2 doubles. Went 3 for 5. So lots of hitting. The stars really shined in this game. But the star of this game is Bill Dickey, the Yankee catcher. He went 2 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Bill Dickey, the star of Game 1. Tomorrow's Game 2 from Pittsburgh. Lefty Gomez going for the Yankees, Hall of Famer, pitching against big Edsel Walker, a grade B pitcher for the Homestead Grays. Hope you liked it. If you do, hit the subscribe button. If you're not already a subscriber, it does not cost anything. And if you like to hit the like button. Thanks for watching. That'll do it for today. Good day, and God bless.